Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our live show, Tipsy Tuesday. Hi everybody and welcome to our show. Thank you for being with us. If you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you say hello in the comments. Tell us where you're tuning in from. Say hi to friends, and of course, stick around to the end of the show. You can answer the giveaway question, which gets you in the drawing for a $25 gift card. And of course, we love feedback, so hearts, thumbs up, send us questions, comments, whatever you want to tell us today. We love it, love it, love it.
Yes, we do.
And so if you haven't done so yet, you're new, maybe hit that subscribe button on YouTube. We really appreciate it. And then you'll never miss a show, whatever we're doing. You get notified.
That's right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So say hello to Mr. HP, my producer.
Hi, everybody.
Honey.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I hope everybody had a really nice weekend. If you were in the U.S., celebrate it safely. And of course, our hearts go out to everybody suffering in Texas. This is with the horrible flooding and tragedies.
It's a shame.
So sending love to all of you in Texas.
Sending love.
And all around, I'm sure. So just heart-wrenching to see. We have lots to talk about today. And let's just start with our quilts on the set. We have, behind me, I have my Felicity quilt made from the Heima fabric, because I got to talk a little bit about Felicity today. I also have the little advent calendar that I made and we did a tutorial on. Was that last week? That was last week. That was tip of the day tutorial, how to make the advent calendar from a panel, quilt as you go, super fast and easy. And then behind you, sir, what you got?
What you got?
No?
No.
Mm-mm.
Wait.
This is steamy windows, supersized.
It sure is. Why is it? Oh, because someone told me, Elvira, and I didn't look.
Yeah. And we didn't change it for you.
Didn't change it.
No. So, sorry.
Steamy windows.
Steamy windows, supersized. Perfect.
Supersized.
And this is a flannel quilt you have. It's perfect for flannel. Big pieces.
Cozy.
Cozy, cuddly. Yes. It's awesome. So we're going to kick it off with our giveaway question from last week. That was a really, actually, a conversation starter, that question. We asked you, what does the abbreviation ALOTBSOL mean? A lot of folks got it right. It, of course, means always look on the bright side of life, but we got some really funny answers. So that was great. It was entertaining for us since we didn't have a Friday show last week. It feels like forever since we've had a show.
know.
It's only been 7 days. I know, it's weird. But the winner is
Drum roll.
Robin Hassiford. I think there's an E missing her last name there, but that's okay. Sorry, Robin. But send us an email, Robin. You get your prize. We'll send you that gift card right away. Her answer was a lot of bullshit or BS.
Bleep.
I know. Bleep. I just read what's on my notes.
Yeah.
It was written out. So, hey, I'm just reading your comments.
It's all
Apologize.
good. It's all good. But what's the whole thing? A lot of BS what?
Always look on the bright side of life.
No, but what is the always look on the BS of life? Is that where that goes?
I guess you could.
Okay.
Bright side? Mm-hmm. I mean, no, I don't look for the BS. I look past it. Just look past it. There's a lot of it, so it's all good. But we had a busy weekend. Well, week, actually. We hopped on down to Florida to Studio B and got a whole lot of stuff down there. It's nice. It's nice when it, there's always a rain shower every day, so nothing to pull you outside too much.
We got a lot done.
We got a lot done.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had some fun, too. So something I will share later on, but I did something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Did it, of course, true to myself, very spontaneously in the moment. But I thought we would start off.
I just noticed something.
What did you notice?
I had the microphones backwards.
Oh.
But that's okay.
So have they not been hearing me?
No, they've been hearing you just fine. Just engineering.
Oh.
Producer.
Well, everything is backwards for you when you're in this studio versus the other one. So
there's no excuse.
No excuse. All right, let's kick off with our tip of the day. It is, of course, the second Tuesday of the month, believe it or not. So we have a classic block to stripologize for you today. So let's take a look. Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to a classic quilt block and show you how easily it can be stripologized. This block is called Jacob's Ladder and was first published in 1932. So let's take a look at the block in rough measures. It will be 2 large half square triangles, and then the other part of the 4-patch is actually 2 4-patch blocks. So as we look at the worksheet, which you can print from our website for free, you will have just the classic coloring of the block, just 2 colors, the background and a dark color. You can, of course, color it any which way you want, and there is an outline here for you. You have the breakdown for the pieces in the block for a 10-inch block, 8-inch block, and a 6-inch block. So for example, our 2 large half square triangles, you will need 2 that finish at 5 inches for the 10-inch block, 4 and 3 for the smaller blocks. So always know this is finished sizes. So for the half square triangles, we're going to be using the Master Your Stripology Rulers book, page number 9, to do the conversion. So if you're doing half square triangles 2 at a time, enough for 1, you would be cutting them an inch larger than the finished size of the half square triangle. So for my 10-inch block, I cut them so 1 inch larger. I cut them at 6. So I have a square from each fabric, lay them right sides together, cut it apart, and then sew on the cut edges with my scant 1/4 inch seam, and then I'm able to trim it to 5.5 inches, which is 5 plus the seam allowance. For the 4 patches, you will see that you will need 4 squares from the dark fabric and 4 squares from the light, depending on what size block you have. Now, what I do recommend when you're doing 4 patches, especially if they're all the same color, is instead of cutting the squares, I would cut strips that are long enough to be able to subcut 4 units from. So I would sew the strip set together, press it towards the darker, and then subcut it. Now, my squares should be 2.5 inch finished. That means they would be 3 cut. So I would cut 3-inch strips, subcut them into 3-inch increments, and then make my 4 patches from there. And then it's easy and simple to just join the 2, pressing the seams opposite way so that everything nests nicely. But let's take a look at this block in a classic horizontal layout. So of course, with just the 2 colors in the block, this will give you some interesting secondary designs. But I do want to tell you, by just adding color, you're going to change the look. And then this is an asymmetrical block, so you can actually turn it any which ways. You can alternate the direction and create even more of a fun secondary design with this block. And this is what it looks like in an on-point setting, so kind of completely different. And again, creates a totally different look, but you could definitely turn these blocks in a on-point setting as well to create something more interesting. So here it is, our Jacob's Ladder block, published in 1932. So there it is. This was block number 7. So you will find the worksheet under, if you go to our website, scroll all the way to the bottom on the home page, there is a menu there. It is called Bonus Charts and Templates. Click on that, Stripologized block of the months, and then that would be right there. And you can click on it and download the PDF for free. Lots of great comments, loving the Jacob's Ladder. It's very versatile. Like, of course, I'm just showing you a 2-color version, but it can be colored any which way. Why don't you sew the 2 seams before cutting the diagonal? Ooh, this is a part of our Master Your Stripology Rulers book, Stripologized version of half square triangles. The reason is because it's going to save you time just to cut it, sew it, press it, and then trim it. You get a perfect half square triangle. It doesn't mean that you can't sew first, and then it just means if you're going to sew first, you got to draw a line and do all that good stuff. So just saving ourselves time for steps that don't matter in the end, because we're going to get a really nice half square triangle once it's squared up. So that's why we call it Stripologized.
Someone said, why don't I label the microphones?
They are labeled.
They are. I still gave her the wrong one.
You know, sometimes we just look and don't read.
Sometimes we just do and we don't read.
Yeah, there's a lot of times where
we just do.
I think half of our customer service questions are, and questions on social media, are as actually the answer is in the text or the post. People just don't read all the way. So that's all good.
Just to do it. We
We understand. It happens to us too.
Yeah.
Any other questions on the Stripologized block of the month? Simple and classic block, totally is. So I have been, of course, we skipped it this last week, but ever since we did our little reveal of the panel mashup book that is coming out later this year, it's obviously available for pre-order right now. This is a new book that a little mashup or a collab I'm doing with my friend Doug Lico of Antler Quilt Designs. So each of us has 10 different patterns in the book, and they're all made for printed panels. And we've been talking about, individual quilts. We just showed you all the quilts when we revealed it, and we wanted to take a deeper dive into some of them. And today, I'm going to talk about my Dancing Queen quilt. This one is made with a classic 24-inch panel that is 2/3 of a yard. This is probably the most common, or one of the most common panels, been around forever this size. And so I just built around that. I built these iris chain units, and I have it here. But I wanted to get so many questions about the fabrics. So the actual panel, we've been asked a lot about if we're getting all these panels that will be in the book or if we have them available. This is one that we have available. The Aurora panel. So this one is on our website right now. We don't have a kit for this quilt in particular, but I wanted to show you what fabrics I use. So the panel, as you can see, is 45 inches. So it really doesn't have a border, so it's easy to trim up and straighten out. What was really nice. This is a Timeless Treasures panel. So I used this, and then I kind of went with the colors in the panel, of course, to pick my other fabrics. This background fabric is a really nice kind of a light blue gray. It's called Grunge Cosmic. So it's a newer color, but it just went perfectly with kind of the mountains in the panel. As you can see, the mountains and the snow, a light enough, but I didn't want to go white because there's really no white in here. And then what you need for these are just strips. So you can pull whatever strips you have left over. If you have 2.5-inch strips, that's great. I just pulled what I had, and so that's a mixture. And then for my border, I used the Alchemy by Tim Holtz. This is available in 1 yards. So I used the Intrigue. I think that's the one I used for my border, Alchemy Intrigue. But no matter what you're going to use, you could use, if you wanted purple for the border, the Enchanted could work as well. Opulent is a little more violet, so that is goes really well with this one. I actually used that in here too. And if you wanted some pop, Alchemy Enamored, so more of the pink, which goes with some of the pinks in here. So all of these would work really well. So this is our Dancing Queen. It measures 70 by 70. It looks really good on the wall, but a perfect cuddle quilt as well. But I really love how this one turns out. It is very quick to make. Great to use some scrappy 2.5-inch strips, and then you just got to find a panel, background, and a border fabric. So easy peasy. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And the background and the border fabric can always be from basic, so you don't have to rely on, finding the fabric that goes with the panel. If you have a great panel, just pull from the colors of the panel. Don't always worry about having to get the prints from the actual line. That's how I operate. You know that, guys. Easy peasy.
Sure enough.
So any questions on the Dancing Queen? I don't think you have to ask too much about where that inspiration for the name came from, because the Irish chain kind of dances around that panel. And I grew up with ABBA. I think I have my first memories of us trying to set up a little ABBA show. I think I was 8, and I have a brother that's 3 years younger than me, so they were probably 5, so it was me and a friend of mine. Our brothers were the same age, we were the similar age as well, and our parents were friends, so we hung out a lot. So we put up the whole show. I was the dark-haired girl, she was the blonde-haired girl, and then the boys were the guys in the band.
Awesome.
Anybody else do that?
Yeah.
So yes, ABBA was a big part of my life, or I should say ABBA. That's how we pronounce it.
ABBA.
ABBA in Icelandic. All right, would love to hear stories about that from you guys. Fun, fun, fun. Any questions came through on that quilt? No?
Nope.
Cool.
Who quilted it?
Mr. HB.
That was a hard one
Why?
because you had to line those points up. Oh my gosh.
Oh, the points on the stars are really cool. Yeah,
I don't
really
know why
love
I did that. Okay.
print.
That's good.
Okay, let's talk about this new thing. It's just released today. I am doing, and the reason why I have Felicity hanging behind me, I am doing a Felicity class, an all-day class with Baby Lock. So Baby Lock has their series. They're called Sew Ed, Celebrity Getaways. So Ed. I always read that sewed, but I like the Sew Ed, sewing education. Sewlebrity Getaway. So this is going to be on October 9th. So it's a while. We got a while. It's a part of their getaways. This one is going to be virtual. So I'm live on Zoom all day, and I give you instructions for the quilt, and then we talk about it, help you throughout all the phases. I do always pre-record my segments, so you have access to all those instructional videos forever. And then Baby Lock actually records the whole Zoom session as well, so you will have access to the whole day if you have to slip away or anything. So you also, of course, I always send out a cutting support video about 2 weeks before we have the live event, so you can be all prepped and ready to go. So we will be working on the Sewlebrity Felicity pattern. And so, of course, we're not going to probably finish it in a day, but this is, of course, the quilt that we had for our virtual retreat. So if you missed out on that, there's still a chance to hop in on that. This is only through Baby Lock, so this is kind of focused on Baby Lock and their brand. So how to find that, you go to babylock.com, and then you go to find this Baby Lock Sew Ed on what's shown there on the left hand side. This is the page. Then you click on that, learn more about the Sew Ed 2025 Getaways. That takes you to this page, and from there you click on the Sewlebrity Getaways, the one on the right. And then at the top of that page, you will see this. And so read all about it, see when it's happening and all that, and you can click on learn more. And when you sign up, you'll also have access to a link straight to our Felicity kits. So a lot of folks don't know about what we do here with fabric, so it's nice to be able to offer them the kits. We still have some kits available if you were interested. They were off the website for a while, but we restocked some of them. But I just wanted to let you all know about this. It's officially out there in the universe today for sign up. So excited to do that with Baby Lock.
Nice.
Yes. But next up for us here on the show, it's time to talk about one of our favorite events every single year. Even though it's still months away, this year will be our sixth annual, we do this every year, sixth annual season of the Advent projects. Advent projects, you remember that? So now is the time to secure your Advent kit box. So this is what we do every Advent season. So the 4 Tipsy Tuesdays, 4 Tuesdays that happen before the first one is the Tuesday before the first of Advent, Sunday of Advent. And so we do 4 consecutive Tuesdays. I have come up with fun quilting, sewing patterns and projects to make. I give you the pattern and, of course, the tutorial on our tip of the day, Tipsy Tuesday. And yes, this is so much fun to do. They're all kind of fun and simple, fast to make. Some of them make fantastic gifts to make, but it's kind of designed to keep our hands busy and our minds in a happy place during that holiday season. So the Advent box is available to order right now. So what is in an Advent box? So of course the patterns will be available on their own and the tutorials. However, the Advent box you will get ahead of time. So in the box are full kits for the 4 projects. They are individually wrapped, of course, so you don't see it. If you want to have a little surprise, you open it with us every Tuesday before each Advent, and it'll contain all the things except maybe, sewing thread and some basic tools and things, but it will have everything you need to make the project, and also an exclusive little gift from us. So it's kind of a little, not an Advent calendar, but 4 little funsy presents. And from what I've heard in past years, well, this box sells out every year. First of all, it sells out every year. I love that I wanted to do a kit so it actually makes something and not just have a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't maybe come together, but it's actually going to make something with it. And previous years, I just thought we would show you, for those of you that are not familiar with our Advent projects. So one of the favorites last year, favorite things, was our oven mitts, double oven mitt. Very simple. So I always try and simplify. You guys know I don't love sewing projects and putsy projects, so I always simplify things. I don't always do things the correct way, but we figure out a way to do it, make it easy and fun to do. So that was one of our favorites last year. Another favorite last year was our potluck carrier. This one I've actually used a lot. If you need to take a big bowl or a cake pan or a cake dish or something to a potluck, this way you can hold it with one hand by putting it in our little carrier. Of course, in 2023, probably our most popular one is the tissue box cover, and also very popular in 2022 was our tablet case made out of wool. So I try to introduce you to some new things too. We worked with cork and wool in this one. From 2021, no, this was also 2022. Tablet case was 23. 22 was our Advent gift bags. That was a really fun one. Another and really popular. Another popular one was our trivet runner. But also from 21 was our apron. Very simple, easy apron, reversible, and super quick to make. And this one was popular. People were making lots of these to give away. And then this was our first year, 2020. This was one of our favorites, our self-binding napkins. Really easy to make. And I need to make some napkins for this year, for sure, for Christmas. So I've been using these, and I've always had to kind of supplement them because we don't have enough of them, and then they get lost, So they're all kind of useful, great little gifts, or just something fun for yourself. New techniques, trying something that you haven't tried before. So we're excited, especially because, again, we sell out every year. We only have a limited number because, as you probably understand, we have to source everything that goes into it pretty far ahead of time. So you can place your order now. I want to say what's going to be in the box, it's worth about $180. Plus, you get all the patterns and the video tutorial in your account. You have access to that forever. So that comes with the box and included. The box ships early November, so you'll have it in plenty of time for the first one. The dates of the tutorials this year are, we start in November, start before Thanksgiving. So November 25th, before Thanksgiving, is the first Advent. Yes. And then it's December 2nd, December 9th, and December 16th. So even though it's December 16th, usually you have enough time to make it before the holidays. Yes. Or it's fun stuff to actually make quickly over the holidays. So,
so exciting.
Yeah, I mean, so I would love to hear from all of you what have been some of your all-time favorites. I mean, this is now year 6, so which means we have 20 Advent projects so far out there in the universe. So I have some of them here that I didn't talk about. We've had a couple of little bags. You guys know I don't like making bags, but I had a few bags. The window zip was a popular one. This was 2022. Very easy to make little bag, and we made little pulls with our logo on it. The bowl cozies was a popular one.
That's my favorite.
That's your favorite because you use it all the time.
Use it all the time. It's awesome.
I need to make some that are not so Christmassy. Not that it matters. You use it anyway.
Yeah.
And then here's the tablet case out of the wool, which was great, with a little bag for the cords, and we did a eyeglass case as well. Yep. The double oven mitts, of course, very simple. They work great. And then here's the, well, it's hard to see, but this is the potluck carrier. So it has little loops, and you can put whatever in it and thread the loops through, and then you can just carry it one hand or put it up on your arm, and you still have 2 hands free, which is great. So tell us some of your favorites. Okay, what is the winning Advent project? Bolt cozies. Yeah, hard to choose. Window zip. Origami bags. Yeah, that was way back. Diane is asking, can you gift a box to someone who has a GE account? Yes. So in that case, just email us. And you can purchase a gift card. We'll figure that all out for you. We can also do just a draft order for you, and through the phone or through an email, and work it all out that way. But it is better if you want to gift to someone, it is better to have their email so it goes into their account so they can get the videos and all that good stuff. Casserole carrier, yes, the potluck carrier, love that. Sheila said she made lots of aprons. Love the trivets. That was one of the first ones. It was a Quilt As You Go trivets. They were great little gifts. Wine bags. Yeah, that was the first year. The trivet runner. That was a popular one too. We made a bunch of those. Travel pillow case. Yeah, we made a travel pillow case. Love it. Tissue box, of course. Yeah, that was great. Casserole carriers. Melanie made a lot of tissue box covers, casserole carriers, and trivets. Awesome. That's great. So what is 2025 going to be? What's going to be the favorite 2025? I can't wait. Yes, it's all up here already, you guys.
Making some socks.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be something new and exciting. I promise. That's what it's all about. Just entertaining us, making something pretty, and making us happy that time of year. All right. Any questions? Yes, you can order now. It's available on the website. So you place your order, and then you'll just get it in the mail when the time comes, right? Am I forgetting anything? No, I don't think so.
Don't think so.
We do recommend that you only place the order for just the box, nothing else. Because it's not going to ship for a long time, and we like to just ship it in the precious, precious box, you guys. Yay! It's fun. Super pretty box. I love it. So we cannot wait for Advent 25. I know it's a while away, but it's always exciting. Okay, we have some fabric for you today. And because Mr. HP has a flannel quilt behind him, I have a new flannel line. This line behind him is a Lewis and Irene. I have a new Lewis and Irene not Christmas. This is actually a line that has been done in regular cotton, and it was so popular. Like, I think the bundle sold out in like a few days. It was wild. It is called Loch Lewis flannel. So it is, of course, the ever so famous now. They're very popular. Highland cows and castles. This is just really pretty. And I love working with the Lewis and Irene flannel. It's really nice and soft. So this is 12 pieces in the line. And so I just chose to use all of them because they are just great. So love these cows in the pasture, just kind of grazing among the castles and things. Then we have thrown in some great new flannel bumbleberries. So this is a beautiful sage color. Love this green. A little wrinkly here. And then we have the cows again with a castle in the green colorway. We have 3 colorways of the cows. We have some beautiful diagonal plaids in this collection. So we have a little touch of blue here, navy blue, but it has the green and the gold, kind of the reddish gold of the cows in it. And then we have some thistle. Beautiful colors, bringing in some of the purples. So I love this kind of neutral background. And to pop that, we have a bumbleberries in this really rich purple. Really love that. If you didn't notice, there's little Celtic emblems in the thistle print. So I really love that. And you see it better here in the purple version of it. So gorgeous. Then we have another plaid in the green base with the purple. Love that. And we have the taupe version of the cows and the castles. So cute. All right, I'm going to tighten this up a little bit. I guess I'm not used to this camera either, huh? We have the thistles in a different colorway, so same off taupey light green in the base, but this beautiful red and purple in it. Kind of a fiery red. So then we have the plaid in the red, which I love. And the last piece is another red, another bumbleberries red. Gorgeous, rich, deep red. So, Loch Lewis flannel, 12 pieces. We have some of the pieces, we don't do a typical fabric pull with flannel, but we have some 1 yards. We have the red check, which is perfect if you needed borders or bindings. We have it also in the navy, in the blue check. And then we have the 3 bumbleberries colors as well. The dark red, the dark purple, and then the light sage. So beautiful, awesome flannel that would be great for any project. We have a lot of great patterns that work well with flannel. Just so you know, we both have the bundle available as a half yard bundle or a fat quarter bundle. So fat quarters or half yards, either way, same fabrics, just based on what you need or want. All right, our next collection is a gorgeous, very different collection by Valorie Wells called Findings. Really beautiful. I've been a fan of her artwork for a long time. So this one is all about birds and flowers. Let me turn it this way. Just beautiful. So her technique is really interesting. She makes her stamps and stamps her fabric. Obviously, this is then manufactured by Free Spirit, but I love her sense of design. I love this large scale bird print, but just gorgeous. And then we have very abstract, very geometric prints like this. So pretty. I love kind of the layering, how we have something in the base, a little bit of turquoise, but this beautiful kind of a chartreuse green gold color is really, really pretty. I'll show you a little more of that bird print. And then we have more birds in different scales. So we have a taupish gray background with the gold birds. This is not metallic, it's just this color. Looks really, really pretty. And then we have the feathers. Love the variety of how there's a texture in the background and then the feathers are layered on top in different colors. We have multicolor birds, a different scale. So you'll notice that this is a smaller scale than this. Here they're also a little bit more spaced out. And then we have the brightest gold in a geometric print. So I love this mixture of just textures and iconic novelty things like birds and then super geometric. Great variety in scale as well. So then we have a little pop of pink. I love this print in here. Just a little pop of pink and with gold in it. And so you could pull it out, use it as an accent, or just throw it in there, maybe find some more pink in there. We have this another beautiful geometric print with really covers the whole rainbow. So super fun. And another larger scale with some florals on it. Love the flowers here. Another layered print. Beautiful colors. A little blue, a little green, a little aqua, turquoise. Tone on tone, rich blue print here. Really love this one. Just subtle. It's nice to have something subtle in there. And we have the circles again, but a different scale. And they're tone on tone, just the blues. So similar to this, but looks very different and will feel different. And the last one is gorgeous. It's the bird print in blue, deep blue navy base, and all the different lighter blues on top. Finish off the 12-piece collection. The bundle, which is available in a half yard and in a fat quarter bundle as well. And then we do have some of these prints in 1 yard cuts. So we had some extras, so we decided because a lot of these would be fantastic in smaller pieces. We have the swallows in this one, the coming home, the big print. This one is called Flying Free in the navy. We have the feathers in the green, the circles. This is called Encircled. We have the swallows in the light as well. And then a few more. This one is called the mandalas kind of, and the blue, the pink, Flying Free in the pink. Yeah, I think that's it. So we have those prints available in 1 yard for bigger pieces if you needed that. So then my fabric pool, I really went, this is kind of a lot, but let's start with the blue. Starting with Nitty Gritty Cornflower. I love this blue with a little bit of that green in there. Goes really well with these colors. And there is a print that is not in the collection that we have, Findings Feathers in the blue colorway. A little bit larger scale feathers, but so that one is available only in 1 yard. It's not in the bundle. And for kind of the deepest blue, I went with Serenity in the navy because it matches that navy really perfectly. Cosmos turquoise for a little brightness, pulling out the turquoise pieces everywhere. And then we're going into some of these beautiful greens and lights. I'm going to start, here with the greens and golds. Timeless linen, a beautiful light yellowish wheat color. And then we have National Parks diamonds and the golden. Really nice gold as well that goes well with these gold colors. For a little bit more of the green, seedling in the olive, looks great with it. Pulling out some of the darker tones of the green as well. For these taupe textures here, I went with Shadow Play Nimbus Gray. It is a little bit of a light gray here. Or the Gradations Timeless Nickel. Has some gray on top of the off-white. And I had to add a little bit of pink. So we have the Floral Elements and the fuchsia. Nice bright pink. If you wanted to go more in some of the lighter pinks that are in the collection, Thatched in the Sugar Rose color is beautiful, beautiful tone. And for a little pop that is not in here, how about some orange? It's more like a tangerine, so we have Grunge Papaya, but it works really well with the orange that we find in the prints, or the Color Wash Scratch Orange. So either one of those works great as a little pop that you don't find in the collection. Findings by Valorie Wells for Free Spirit Fabrics. I did forget to show you one more piece from this collection, and that is a wide back. So this is called Findings Coming Home Indigo. This is how the overall print is. I'll show you here the scale of it. It is beautiful to use for your back as a wide back. So you can see the large scale of the birds, but it's gorgeous. Can't wait to make a quilt to use this. I know. Really pretty. Couple of other wide backs that we got in.
Can I quilt it?
Huh?
Can I quilt it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
We have this beautiful leaf design. It's called Eucalyptus. And this green sage. That's a newer 3-yard. And also Eden in the blue. Also beautiful leaves. And this kind of a light grayish tone. And then just hints of blue. Just colors that work really well for multiple different backs. All right, that's our show today. I think all that's left is our giveaway question, unless you have any questions on anything we've talked about today.
What pattern would go with findings?
Findings, Sheila said definitely fabric bagging for big blocks quilt. You know, not necessarily, but some of those, of course, will be really gorgeous in bigger blocks, and a lot of those in the Quickies book. Like Quinn, that's another Quickies class that's coming up later this fall. I think Quinn would be gorgeous in this. Also, Lila would be great. Some Gigi would be great. Yeah, so many. There's so many that are so good. Skylar would be awesome for all the different colors.
Perfect.
Yeah, very good. All right, so here's our question for the $25 gift card giveaway. We'll announce the winner next week. What is the best piece of advice you have ever received? Oh, this is too wide. This is too wide.
Jeez.
Ever received? There's so many great ones.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I mean, there's so many great quotes that I've taken to heart and I've read as an adult, but I think I would have to go back to childhood, just being encouraged. You know, if you fall, get up and get back up and do it again. Try again until you get it. Yeah, I think that's still You know, we're just doing all these things in life just to practice, to be better at something, or to master something, or not really to master anything, because the goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to grow and to be better.
There it is.
As a human, as growing your skills and just enjoying that journey, because, yeah, live in the moment. I love that. That's a great one. It's a great one. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's all small stuff. So just don't sweat it.
Don't sweat it.
I love it. Okay, so our next shows are coming up this coming week, or this week. Tomorrow, Wondered Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Jody will have some great pieces of fabric for great deals for you. 9:30 a.m. Central. And then Happy Friday, this coming Friday on July 11th. We're excited to have a Friday show. We have a new theme for our cocktails this month. And then Tipsy Tuesday, a week from today, that is going to be July 15th at 4 p.m. Central Time. And we always got some great stuff for you every Tipsy Tuesday. Hope you enjoy the tips. But this is our show for today. I hope you enjoy and have a wonderful rest of your evening. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
One of them said drop the boyfriend.
Lay your fabric here, cut it right there. Home of the Stripology, feel that vibe. Quilter's Paradise. Home of the Stripology, feel that vibe. She designs where precision is our vibe. Cut it, slice it, make it so right. Quilter's Paradise, so we can find life.